The show will start soon. The show will start soon. Vibe out. Welcome to the check-in report. I am your humble host, True and Livin. I'm not your homie. I'm the one and only macaroni. I'm in the building tonight. Good to be here. I need y'all to hit that like button as soon as you walk in the door. Today's topic, Donald Trump appoints Elon Musk to his administration. They're calling it the Department of Governmental Efficiency. Salute to Tyler in the building. I see you, Tyler. How do you guys feel about Donald Trump appointing the richest man on the globe, really, not the country, the globe, but you could factor in the Saudis with the oil, but from what we know, the richest man on the planet, Elon Musk. How do you guys feel about Donald Trump appointing Elon Musk in charge of Department of Governmental Efficiency? Now, they did have a talk about this, and I also want to get into listen, Donald Trump, he's picking his cabinet members. I saw today even a Fox host, Donald Trump gave him the Department of the Department of Defense job. Pretty much, Donald Trump just hiring all his friends and all his enablers. It is what it is, man. Listen, man, it is what it is. You know, Donald Trump just hiring his enablers and stuff like that. It is what it is, you know. Yeah, but Donald Trump, he's hiring his friends and his cronies. I want to know how you guys feel. Salute to Sinclair. I see Sinclair's in the building. What's up, Sinclair? Yeah, I want to know, how do you guys feel about Donald Trump? You know, he hired a Fox News host. What's the name of this dude that he hired? He hired him recently. What's this dude's name? He's a Fox News host. Oh, Pete. His name is Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth. He's from Fox News. No. Before due respect, the man did serve. The man was a serviceman. He was, you know. Salute to Pete for, you know, serving, you know, America. But, you know, does he have any experience as a Secretary of Defense? This man has been behind the desk, you know, commentating on politics. Now he's going to be the Secretary of Defense, Pete Sagwood. What's his name? Pete. Hold on, I don't want to butcher the man's name. It's Pete. I want to get the man's name right. Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth. Yeah, Donald Trump just gave him the Secretary of Defense job. How do you guys feel about that? Let's get into that, and then we're going to get into the Elon Musk. But yeah, I do want to know tonight, guys, do you trust Elon Musk with your Department of governmental efficiency? Do you trust the 1%ers? Now, Trump is a 1%er as well. Trump is a 1%er as well. But I know that was random. I put a couple new sounds in here. But Trump is a 1%er as well. He's a billionaire, just like Elon Musk. Do you trust these people with oh, we got Nelly, got the homie Nelly in the building. What's up, Nelly? What's up now? I see Nelly's in the building. Good to see you, Nelly. Nelly said, "True, I just came to say hi before I fall asleep." Oh, salute to Nelly. Good to see you, Nelly. Good to see you, Nelly. Salute to Nelly. Salute to Nelly. Yeah, man. You know, Trump is pretty much going on a hiring spree. Let's get into this video where he's giving Pete Hegseth the Department of he's giving the Secretary of Defense job. Let's get into that.
Breaking news, Trump naming his pick to head the Department of Defense. That's the Fox News host Pete Hegseth. Hegseth has been a longtime staunch Trump defender. Here he is back in 2020.
This is a president who has said, I want to make America great again, and he's up against the forces of the left who believe that America...
This is one of Trump's enablers. Trump is planning to give a bunch of his enablers, a bunch of his glazers. You know, he got a lot of glazers. People that glaze him all day, you know, meat riders. He's planning to give a bunch of his glazers and meat riders jobs. Now, listen, I ain't mad at it. Listen, you can't get... Listen, a wise man once told me, don't hate the player, hate the game. I respect it, but, you know, I just want to let you guys know, and especially you Kamala Harris supporters. I know you Kamala Harris supporters, you're licking your wounds right now. And I see you guys on the social media crying, Kamala Harris lost. Oh, Trump is so bad, and Trump is a fascist. He's a Nazi. Why did Kamala Harris lose? Listen, you lost. Let it go. Lick your wounds. Pick yourself up by the bootstraps and move on. You lost, Kamala Harris supporters. We don't want to hear you cry and moan and every step of the way, and every time Trump makes a move. Trump is on the toilet taking a dump. You guys are giving a take of how horrible he is. the man get in the office and do his damn job. 70 million people voted for him. Yeah, but Donald Trump hiring his friends, hiring his cronies, hiring his enablers. It's expected. It's expected. Let's continue with Pete Hegseth.
Was never great.
All right, so you can see exactly where he stands, and he has been consistent in that. Hegseth is an Army veteran who served in Iraq and Afghanistan, and it comes as the Wall Street Journal.
Now, you got to respect it. Listen, the man is a serviceman. The man, he paid his, he did his service. I respect that, But what does Pete really know about being a Secretary of Defense? What does he know about that? We're going to get into Elon Musk and, him being a part of the Department of Governmental Efficiency. But I have to ask, what does Pete, a serviceman, he did serve his country, but what does he know about being, being a part of the, being a Secretary of Defense? This man, I don't know. Clearly they're trying to get rid of some high-ranking generals from what I'm thinking. Karina says he has 2 Bronze Stars. Pete has 2 Bronze Stars? But at the end of the day, let's be real. The man he's a serviceman. He's a serviceman. He wasn't no high-ranking. No disrespect. So I don't like to disrespect anybody that served this country. But, I'm just saying he wasn't no high-ranking soldier. Trump is giving this man, the Department, the Secretary of Defense. That's a high-ranking job right there. This man will essentially be he'll have control of the launch codes, the nukes. Do we really want to give a Fox News host the launch codes? Is that really what we want to do in this country? I'm asking the rational people, the rational, logical people. Do we really want to give a Fox News host the launch codes? Karina says fresh ideas. Listen, there's nothing wrong with fresh ideas. But if you're not experienced at the job, it could be a hazard. These got a lot of inexperienced people in the cabinet here. It could be a recipe for disaster.
Journal, of course, this hour is reporting that the Trump transition team is considering a draft executive order which would establish a quote unquote warrior board of retired senior military personnel with the power to remove 3- and 4-star officers.
See, this is the play. They want to get rid of some of the high-ranking officials. They want to get rid of some of the high-ranking officials. Some of the high-ranking generals in our military and our servicemen. They want to get rid of the high-ranking officials. Remove them, if you will. Sinclair says, you want heavy lifters, no brass. That sat on their asses in D.C. There's a lot of people sat on their ass. I agree. Now, but my whole thing is this. Wait, hold on. My whole thing is this, right? Let me not read everything in the chat. But my thing is this. It could be a recipe for disaster. All these people, that he's hiring aren't necessarily people with experience. These are not people that, that are equipped for the job. Pete has been behind the desk, commentating on politics for the last couple of years. He's far removed from his serviceman days. And even, the fact that he was a serviceman, that's cool and all. That doesn't mean you should have a job as a Secretary of Defense. That's a high-ranking job. There's plenty of men, high-ranking generals that should probably have that job over Pete. Just because he was licking the boots of Trump doesn't mean he should have that job. But let's continue.
That they want. Out front now, the Democratic Congressman Dan Goldman of New York. He also served as lead attorney for House Democrats during the first Trump impeachment. He's on the Committee for Homeland Security, and we were going to talk about Governor Noem and her role there. But
somebody said I look like a Kamala Harris voter. Isn't it crazy how the last couple of it just shows you how fickle people are. People are so fickle. The last couple of months, I've been kicking in the backs of Kamala Harris supporters and Democrats. Literally, anybody that's been watching my videos for the last 3 months, I've been kicking in the backs every single day of the Democrats and Kamala Harris. And here you have an idiot. He sees me talking for 5 seconds and he thinks that I'm a Kamala Harris supporter. It just shows you how fickle people are, how idiotic people are. They hear you criticize somebody and they don't even rationalize the thought or rationalize your thinking or rationalize what the viewpoint that you're coming from. They're so focused on what political party you're assigned to, or it's ridiculous. You guys really got to get out. Listen, get out your little small town. Stop barebacking your sister. Stop hitting your sister with back shots. Get out of your small town and listen to other people's viewpoints. How about that, huh? How about that? Let's get back into the video, though.
10 minutes have passed, so the world has changed, and the world has changed in a few ways. First is Pete Hegseth. Trump choosing him, the Fox News host, Pete Hegseth, for defense secretary. What do you think?
I'm shocked, truly, and this is exactly what we worried about.
Now, listen, I'll admit, the Democrats, they're scared. They're petrified. They're petrified of this. They were petrified. You got Democrats hiding underneath the bed, hiding in the closet, running in the house before the street lights turn on. The Democrats, they're running scared. They're scared about the retribution. They're scared about the revenge tour. They realized that they weaponized the justice system against the most powerful man in the country at this point, and now a lot of them are scared, as they should be. Now, but I just want to talk about that just a little bit. Now, for my main topic, I wanted to talk about Elon Musk. That's the main topic of today. I just want to talk a little bit about that Fox News host. We're talking a little bit because now you're going to hear a lot of news about Trump assigning people to his cabinet, but we also have to get into Elon Musk. How do you guys feel about Elon Musk being in charge of your governmental efficiency? Now, let me say this. Anybody that is on governmental assistance, anybody that is, let me see, what other sectors of the government? Anybody that's on governmental assistance, welfare, public housing, you should be worried. You should be worried that Elon Musk will be in charge of... Now, listen, you should be worried. You got billionaires. Rich white men are running... Well, they've always been running the country. Let's get that. That's a fact. White men have always been running the country. But Elon Musk, listen, man... Are you guys worried? Are you guys worried that Elon Musk will be in charge of the Department of Governmental Efficiency? Now they had a discussion, Donald Trump and Elon Musk, where they talked about how the government is being ran, which I agree with a lot of the points that they had. The government was being ran into the ground. The reality is this: The reality is this. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they're not business minded. We got 106 people in the building. I need you to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. But Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are not business minded. You have one person in Joe Biden. Joe Biden is a lifetime politician. All he knows is politics. That's all he knows. He doesn't know how to run a business. He doesn't know how to make things run efficiently. He's not business minded. Then you have Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris has been, licking the boots of her superiors her whole life. Her whole life, she's been licking the boots of her superiors, whether she was a prosecutor, whether she was a district attorney, whether she was a senator, whether she was, a VP. She's always been licking the boots of her superior. And she made her bones as a lawyer, as a defense, not a defense attorney, but a prosecutor. These are not business-minded people. Would you guys trust Elon Musk running your country's, finances? Essentially, running your country's finances, finding out what sectors are more efficient than others, listen, man. Should you guys be worried? I want to ask y'all, but let's take a listen to the conversation that Elon Musk and Donald Trump had, where they were because they talked about this very extensively. Let's talk about this. Let's get into this clip right here.
Nuclear is the single most important thing, but a lot of people don't. A lot of people.
I need y'all to hit that like button. I need y'all to hit that subscribe button. I need y'all to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, especially you Kamala Harris supporters. Listen, Kamala Harris supporters, I know you're still licking your wounds and you're crying. Wah, Kamala Harris lost. I know you're licking your wounds. I know you're crying. You're hurting inside. You had your pronouns, you had your pronouns laid out for the next 4 years. You realize that you can't even use them no more. But I need y'all to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get back into this discussion with Elon Musk and Donald Trump, talking about what they want to do in terms of and Elon Musk did say he pretty much volunteered himself for this job. So let's get into it.
People don't understand that, but it doesn't have to. If I understand it, that's all you need, because if I was president, you're not going to have that kind of a problem. But the thing that they really is
here you go.
Making them angry is what Kamala and Biden have allowed to happen to the economy. It's a disaster with inflation. The inflation, it doesn't matter what you make. The inflation is eating you alive. If you're a worker or if you're just a middle income person, you can't afford, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, people were saving a lot of money. Today, they're using all their money and borrowing money just to live. It's a hard.
Now, let me ask y'all this in terms of this conversation. Why can Trump articulate what the middle class was going through? Think about this for a second. I just heard Donald Trump articulate. Now, remember, Donald Trump is a billionaire. And this is why the Democrats lost. Donald Trump is a white billionaire. And he can articulate what the middle class is going through better than Kamala Harris and the damn Democrats. By and large, this is why they lost. This is exactly why the Democrats lost. Because Trump could appeal and he could articulate more better to the middle class than Kamala Harris could. I need y'all to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Again, I need y'all to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. If you have anything to add to the dialogue, anything to add to the discussion, please put it in the super chat. But I just listened to Donald Trump, a white billionaire, articulate, what the middle class is going through better than the Democrats ever could. This is exactly why the Democrats lost. But let's get back into it.
Horrible thing that's happening, and we'll end that quickly.
Well, I think a lot of people just don't understand where inflation comes from.
Where does it come from, Elon? Let's hear it.
Inflation comes from government overspending.
Governmental overspending. Are you ready for Elon Musk to get your nation's debt in order? Your nation's spending in order? Do you trust Elon Musk? Do we have any Tesla owners? Anybody own a Tesla car? Tesla, whether it's a Cybertruck or whatever the Model T, I don't know, whatever the model. Do we have any Tesla drivers? Do you trust Elon Musk to be in charge of your governmental efficiency Pretty much he wants to be in charge of the government's finances. And he just said, listen, inflation, which I do agree. I agree with that point that Elon did say. Inflation comes from the government overspending. They want to make it sound like, and this is my issue with the Democrats. They wanted to make it sound like, oh, it's the food industry. It's the big pharma. It's the insurance companies. No, Kamala Harris. No, Democrats. It's you overspending. It's you going to each country. You get $1 billion. You get $1 billion. You get $1 billion. It's you flooding the country with illegal immigrants, sending them to sanctuary cities, and like in a place like New York where they're spending $5 billion just to take care of the migrant crisis. That's where inflation comes from. So listen, inflation comes from the governmental overspending. The Democrats wanted you to believe that, inflation comes from, all these different sectors, whether it's the food industry or big pharma. But let's be real. The government is the one printing the money. The government is the one printing the money and printing more money. But let's print some more money. Oh, we ran out of money, Kamala and Joe Biden. We ran out of money. Oh, let's print some more. They're the ones. They're the ones. Like you're the one printing the money. You're gonna seriously blame the food industry and the pharma. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of these industries need to be blamed, like the pharma and the healthcare. All these places do need to be scrutinized. But we have to take a hard look at the government overspending. Where the money is going to, the sectors that the money is going to. That's very important.
Because the checks never bounce when it's written by the government. So if the
that's a fact. I just talked about how the government is the one printing the money. When the government is the one printing the money, the check never bounces. Because we already know when we seen it for the last 3 years. When the country runs out of money, what do? They print more. So I mean, I don't think that Joe Biden was worried, and we did not forget when Joe Biden was asked about the economy, and he was asked about all the governmental overspending. He made it seem like it wasn't a big deal. He was like, "Oh, we'll never run out of money. We got a lot of money. We'll never run out of money." That was the idiocy of the Joe Biden administration and Joe Biden. Let's get back into Elon talking about how he wants to be a part of the governmental the Department of Governmental Efficiency.
The government spends far more than it brings in. That increases the money supply, and if the money supply increases faster than the rate of goods and services, that's inflation. So really, we need to have we need to reduce our government spending, and we need to re-examine. I think we need like a government efficiency commission.
A government efficiency system. How do you guys feel about that? This could directly impact all Americans. This could, listen, man, you got the billionaires running the country right now. All of you that supported Trump, listen, man, you're gonna have the billionaires now. Let's be honest, the billionaires. We already know the billionaires run this country already. But let's just say it's gonna be a lot more in your face. It's gonna be a lot more in your face now. It's gonna be a lot more in your face now. Let's just say that. But we already know billionaires run this country already. But let's get back into it.
To say like, hey, where are we spending money that's sensible? Where is it not sensible? Right. And we need.
Somebody said Trump or pardon the diddler. I'm gonna be honest with you. If it's between Trump or pardon the diddler, I'm gonna pardon the diddler. I'm a pardon the diddler. Listen, man, Diddy had some hard songs, man. ran a great record label, you know, gave us incredible R&B acts, Usher, you know, Mary J. Blige, Jodeci. He had a part in all these people's career. Biggie, Mace. I'm a part of the diddler. Part of the diddler. I'm a part of the diddler. Let's get back into it, though.
Live within our means. We're currently adding, I think, $1 trillion to the deficit roughly every 100 days.
That's right.
And you know, the interest payments on the national debt have now exceeded the defense budget. It's on the order of $1 trillion.
It's interest.
And it keeps
Yeah,
growing.
The national debt has surpassed the defense budget. Now, like I said, we have to realize that the people running this country, I need you to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I need y'all to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. I need everybody to take time out in your day. Take your index finger. First of all, take your index finger out your ass. That's step number 1. Step number 2, go to the nearest bathroom, wash and cleanse your hands. Step number 3, grab your phone, hit the like button on this video. I need you to do that right now. I need y'all to hit that like button right now. I need y'all to hit that like button right now. Not now, but right now. I need y'all to do it. But yeah. I'm having too much fun with the sound effects today. I know. But yeah, man. Let's get back into it.
Built our military, largely rebuilt our military, did a great job on it, which was so important. You know, we had jets, we had fighters that were, and bombers that were 70 years old. And we did a great job in that. Then we gave 85 billion of it back to Afghanistan, if you can believe it. We gave them 85 billion. You know, they're one of the largest sellers of military equipment in the world. They're selling what we gave them. That was one of the most embarrassing days in the history of our country. But if you think about, let's go back to the economy. We have to bring energy prices down. Energy started at the price of gasoline. Now your cars don't require too much gasoline, so you know.
Now you gotta also understand that Elon Musk is he's a businessman. Don't think for a second that, Elon Musk, a businessman, isn't thinking about, what's in best interest of his company. If Elon Musk could get in there and he could, tell the president that I think it's more efficient that we run the country like this, and it's more beneficial that we run the country like this, and my country and my companies can assist the country and being ran like this. Don't think that Elon Musk won't, he won't suggest that as a businessman. At the end of the day, listen, the rich are just trying to get richer. Let's be honest here. The rich are just trying to get richer. There's no billionaire saying, you know what, I think I'm a little too rich. I think I'm a little too wealthy. I got a little bit too much money. I need to give some of this money away. I got too many billions. The rich and the wealthy are looking to get more richer and wealthier. So don't think that, Elon Musk won't get into the governmental efficient, whatever they call it, the Department of Governmental Efficiency. Don't think that he won't get in there and suggest that, hey, Donald Trump, we need to run the country like this. It's going to be more efficient for our spending, and it's also a service that my company or my companies can assist you with. You guys, you listen, man. Should you guys be worried? Should you guys be worried about big corporations being involved in your government? Now remember, I also want y'all to remember that Elon Musk is totally against unions. Elon Musk is against unions. He's against unions. This is a businessman against unions. I think you guys have something to worry about. I think you guys have something to worry about that Elon Musk will be in charge of the Department of it's a new department that they're building, Department of Governmental Efficiency. You guys should be worried. But let's get back into it.
You have a good.
I need y'all to hit that like button. Hit that like button right now. Hit that subscribe button right now. Hit that like button right now. Again, let me say this again. I need you guys take your index finger out your bum. Take it out your butt. I know a lot of you guys like to scratch your butt. Take your index finger out your butt. Wash your hands. Then I need you to pick up your phone, right? And hit the like button on this video. That's not too much to ask for. Let's get back into it.
And you do make a great product, I have to say. I have to be honest with you.
Thank
That
you.
doesn't mean everybody should have an electric car, but these are minor details. But your product is incredible. But the gasoline, Elon, is the cost of energy. Not only gasoline, it's the cost of heating your house and cooling your house. That has to come down.
Sinclair says the teachers' unions have ruined American schools. Well, let's be honest, Sinclair. Like, the teachers don't get paid enough. Let's be real. Have they ruined the schools? I agree. But, I mean, we also have to agree that teachers don't get paid enough. They don't get paid enough. Do I think that they whine and bitch and moan a little too much about because let's be honest. There's a lot of trash teachers. A lot of garbage teachers that don't deserve a bump in pay. They don't deserve a bonus, a bump in pay, or raise. They don't deserve it. They come in there, they do their job half-assed. They're not teaching. They're more so just there for a paycheck. When you're a teacher, you have to be dedicated to the job. That means you have to stay late, help those students that don't probably fully grasp the curriculum. You have to really put your foot into your job. You have to really roll your sleeves up, help as many students as you can, and educate the young minds. I agree that a lot of these teachers, they don't deserve. A lot of them don't deserve, a bump in pay. 'Cause a lot of them are trash. A lot of trash teachers. But there are some good teachers that do deserve to get paid, a fair wage. Sinclair says the illiteracy rates raise, no unions to protect bad teachers. Yeah, I agree. I think that listen, there's a lot of bad teachers that don't deserve a bump in pay. I agree.
It's gone up 100%, 150, and 200%, and that has to come down. When that comes down, and we're going to drill, baby, drill. They stopped drilling, and then they went back to drilling because they went back to the Trump policy. But if they won the day after they get into office, this country will go out of business because they're going to go to an energy policy that's not sustainable, wind and different things. You're not going to have anything.
Yeah.
And I know you're a big fan of the AI, and I have to say that AI, and this is shocking to me, but AI requires twice the energy that the country already produces for everything. So you're going to have to build. We're going to have to build a lot of energy if our country will be competitive with China, because that's our primary competitor for this on the AI. You're going to need a lot of electricity. You're going to need tremendous electricity, like almost double what we produce now for the whole country, if you can believe it.
Sure. Well, just going, back to this, like this basic thing, which that people try to make it sound complicated, but it's not. But inflation is caused by government
Right.
overspending.
Inflation is caused by governmental overspending.
Would you agree that we need to take a look at government
Yes.
spending and have perhaps a government efficiency commission that just tries to make the spending sensible and so.
And remember, all sectors, if Elon Musk I think that all sectors of the government will be looked at. All sectors of the government will be looked at, in terms of, the government's efficiency and where the money is being allocated to. Listen, man, should you guys be worried? Are you guys? Let me look at the poll. Actually, I haven't looked at the poll yet. Got about 100 votes. Do you guys trust Elon Musk with the government's efficiency? With 76%. With 76%, people say yes, I trust Elon Musk. You trust a billionaire with your damn... You trust Elon Musk with your government's spending? This is a billionaire. They don't give a damn about the government spending. Listen, man, Elon Musk is just, he's a businessman. He's just trying to do things in best regards of his business. 76 of you trust Elon Musk. That's interesting. 76. A lot of y'all are saying hell no, but 76% said yes. So all of y'all are saying no, but 76 out of 151 votes, 74% of y'all said yes. So y'all can say no all y'all want, but a high percentage of y'all voted yes. Let's continue.
Of the country lives within its means, just like a person.
The waste is incredible, and nobody negotiates prices. You used to have a lot of people making jet.
I don't trust Elon Musk with my government spending. I don't trust any, including Trump, because Trump is a one percenter. Trump is a billionaire. I don't trust any billionaire with my governmental spending. These are businessmen. These are cutthroat businessmen. These are cutthroat businessmen. These are not your friends. These are not people. We understand the everyday blue collar worker. No, these men fire and hire people all the time. They don't care about your sob story. They don't care that you got three kids at home and you're a single parent and you're on food stamps already. They don't give a damn about that. If it means firing you, if it means cutting your department, they got to do what they got to do. He's a cutthroat businessman. And you guys are telling me you trust Elon Musk to run your government finances? Is that what you guys are telling me? You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. You guys trust billionaires a little too much, man. You guys trust billionaires. Listen, I know you guys are still licking the boots of Donald Trump. I get it. You're still licking his boots. You're high off of his win. But listen, man, billionaires they're cutthroat businessmen. How do you think that they got to that level? How do you think that they were able to get to this level of success? They're cutthroat businessmen. Hey, man, but it is, man. Hey, it is what it is. Let's get back into it. I need y'all to hit that like button. We only got 25 likes in the building. I need y'all to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Don't do it now, but I need you to hit that like button right now. Hit that like button right now. May the church say amen. Let's get back into it.
And you end up with two companies, and they'll probably try and merge at some point. I mean, I went through it like Air Force, just a thing like Air Force One. One of the first documents they asked me to sign, a general walks in, sir, would you please sign this document? And what is it? Air Force One. That's with Boeing, which is basically two planes, two 747s. And the price was $5.7 billion for two planes. Now, now they're highly sophisticated.
That's insane.
They're even nicer than your plane, okay? But much more sophisticated. They're very, I won't say what's on it, but they got a lot of stuff on it. Anyway, but it's 5.7.
That's a crazy
It's
number.
a crazy number, but I said, I'm not going to pay 5.7. I'm not going to do it. I said, who made the deal? Obama and his people. I said, well, then I know the deal's no good. I'm not going to do it. And over a course of about 4 weeks, by my saying I'm not going to do it, I got the price reduced by 1.6
Oh, you like the black choir sound? Yeah.
billion for the exact same plane, other than we had a nicer paint job, if you want to know the truth. But for the exact same plane, I saved one. And I said to Boeing, man, you guys must make a lot of money if you can reduce the price by that. But now what I do hear is that they're going back to the Biden administration and wanting big cost overruns, you know, because they see these dopey suckers in there, and they'll end up getting some of the money back. But I shaved it by $1.6 billion for the exact same plane. And you can now take that and multiply that out times thousands of other items.
Multiply it by a
the
zillion,
numbers are
and
astronomical. I agree with you.
Well, I mean, I think it would be great to just have a government efficiency commission that takes a look at these things and just ensures that the taxpayer money, the taxpayers' hard-earned money, is spent in a good way.
Now, I agree with that because, you know, let's be real. Our tax dollars are going to, like, let's be real. Let's speak frank here. You know, the last 4 years, our tax dollars have been going to places that we don't vibe with. Your tax dollars for the last 4 years have been going to fight foreign wars. You know, put immigrants in high-rise hotels, give them stipends. That's where your tax dollars have been going for the last 4 years. Now, if you're telling me that Elon Musk is going to get into the not into the White House, but get into make this department of governmental efficiency, and he's going to stop our tax dollars going to places like, you know, to fight foreign wars and to give immigrant stipends and putting them up in high-rise hotels. I'm all for that. But if you're telling me, Elon Musk, that you are going to create this department and allocate our money to something else that we're not vibing with, I'm not supporting that. If it's and another thing that we have to think about now. Listen, we have to take a look at the people that are going into politics and people that are running this country. Now, I don't know if you guys have been looking at this, but you know, Elon Musk does have a computer chip that he's trying to put in human brains, right? Just want to bring this back. You know, it just came to my mind. You know, but Elon Musk, I forgot what it's called, a Neo. I forgot what it's called. Well, whatever he's trying to put computer chips in people's brains or whatever. Neuralink. There we go. Neuralink. That's what he's been doing. Neuralink. He may say, listen, Donald Trump, we need to run this government more efficiently. We need to give every American a Neuralink. Stop with the conspiracy theory. Let me take the wheel with the conspiracy theories. Everybody else fall back. Somebody else, I seen somebody in the chat. It already happened. Y'all need to shut up. Let me drive the boat when it comes to the conspiracy theory. You fall back. Take a back seat tonight and let me drive the boat for the conspiracy theories tonight. All right? Take a back seat. But he could say, "Hey, listen, it's in our country's best, in terms of efficiently, to run this country more efficiently, we need to all have a Neuralink." He may give Donald Trump a Neuralink himself and say, "Hey, Donald Trump, look, I'm going to give you a Neuralink to make you run the country more efficiently." Is that crazy to think that? Is that crazy to think that? Let me know. Let me know. Is that crazy to think that? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if that's crazy to think that. Because Elon Musk he's definitely a proponent of that. He's a proponent of the Neuralink and people being having computer chips in their brains. Just want to know. Let's get into it.
And I'd be happy to help out on such a commission.
I'd love
if it were formed.
Well, you're the greatest cutter. I mean, I look at what you do. You walk in and you just say, "You want to quit?" They go on strike. I won't mention the name of the company, but they go on strike, and you say, "That's okay. You're all gone. You're all gone." So every one of you is gone, and you are the greatest. You would be very good. Oh, you would love it. But if you look at Argentina.
Well, I'd be happy to help
By the way,
out.
congratulations. I
Yeah.
just looked at the number of people that are listening to you and I chat. We'll call it a chat, but congratulations. This is very good. I mean, it's great. And you're an interesting character. The new head of a place called Argentina, and he's a big,
Malay's
he's great. And
Yeah.
he's a big MAGA fan, that he ran on MAGA. And he took it to an extreme too.
And I also think that Donald Trump, he probably got the idea to bring in Elon from this conversation. Can I kick in the backs of the Democrats just a little bit more? I know this is a topic about Elon Musk and the Donald Trump, but I still have to kick in the backs of the Democrats. Especially if anybody if you're home right now, I need you guys to look underneath your bed, look behind you, because a Democrat may be behind you. Sometimes I got to look over my shoulder because they was tracking everybody that they could down to vote for them, texting your phone, emailing you. I heard they was knocking on people's doors. I need everybody to look underneath their bed, look behind them, make sure all the rooms in your house are clear. They was real desperate this election season. It was very desperate, very desperate, and they still lost, And another thing, listen, if Trump, I want to say this too. I want this on record. If Trump does a terrible job in office, and I don't know if he will. He may do a terrible job. He may do a good job. But if Trump does a terrible job in office, you know who I blame? I don't blame the Trump supporters. I want to be clear here. Let's be clear. If Trump does a terrible job as president on his second term, I do not blame the Trump supporters. I do not blame. I want to say it. I do not blame them. You know who I blame? I blame the Democrats. You ran a terrible campaign. You let the American people down. You didn't give them a candidate that they believed in. You picked the worst possible person. So I just want to say on the record, before Trump even takes office, if Trump does a terrible job, I blame the Democrats. That's who I blame. I blame the Democrats. Let's get back into it, though.
He ran on MAGA, and I hear he's doing really a terrific job. It's called Make Argentina Great Again. It worked out perfectly. He came in, he bought a lot of hats, he brought everything. But he's doing a big job. He really cut. And I'm hearing they're starting to do pretty well. Inflation's getting down. They had like 2,000%.
exactly.
And they had inflation like
Somebody says bro, can we talk about how he gave Trump $100 million? Man gave him so much money and then gave more to Trump supporters. Totally not bribery to get the Trump vote. I have no knowledge of that. I don't know how much money he gave Trump. I heard he was giving money to supporters, but I don't know how much money he gave Trump. I don't know if he gave him $100 million. He probably did. I would think that he gave Trump some money because he was supporting and endorsing him. I don't think he gave him $100 million. That's a lot of money. He gave him $100 million. I mean, Elon Musk could afford it, but I don't think he gave him $100 million. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much money he gave Trump. I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. Was it bribery? The courts deemed it legal, so I can't say it was bribery. It wasn't bribery. The courts, it went to the court of law. They said that it was not bribery. So, I mean, I disagree with that. It wasn't bribery. The courts deemed it legal. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Not normal inflation. They had the real deal. But we're going to have that pretty soon. I think we have the worst inflation we've had in 100 years. They say it's 48 years. I don't believe it. I think we have the worst. They don't include a lot of the items that should be in.
Did we have the worst? Now listen, it was pretty bad. But the worst inflation in 40 years? It was bad. Don't get me wrong. It was bad. But the worst inflation in 40 years? Well, that would take us back to like what? Like the Reaganomics almost, right? Wouldn't that take us back to like the early 80s or something like that? Maybe like a little bit, yeah. Not that would probably be like the rate because 80, yeah, like early 80s. You're 40 right now because I was born in 89. I'm 35. That's like 80. That's like 1985. That's like the Reagan era. Yeah, Trump. He's putting a little sauce on that. It was bad in the 80s. But I mean, let's get back into it.
Included,
Yeah. Well, it's just from government overspending and not spending taxpayer money effectively and having just like so many departments you can't even name them all. And what Milei is doing is he's cutting government spending.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The first thing that we need to look at, if they're gonna do this department of governmental spending and efficiency, whatever. The first thing that I think they need to look at those crooks in Congress. All this governmental we're shutting it down for the week. Oh, we're restarting. Oh, we're shutting it down again. That should be the first sector they look into. All those crooks on Capitol Hill. I'm just a bill. I'm on Capitol Hill. Get to work. Stop shutting down the government every Friday. Yeah, I think that should be the first place they clean up. all them crooks on Capitol Hill, man. They need to clean that up first. All that money being spent up there. Whatever. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. And then I ain't gonna lie. We gotta take a look at that defense budget. Because I mean, historically, we've blown a lot of money into. Now, don't get me wrong. The defense budget is very important, but we've blown a lot of money in the defense budget. I mean, think about all of the billions and billions of dollars we blew during the George W. Bush years. We blew billions. We blew billions of dollars and that was all from the defense budget. So historically, the defense budget, we blew a lot of money on the defense budget. We should have an allocated price of what we're spending on the defense budget. And we're gonna take a look at every sector. We're gonna have to look at governmental assistance. We're gonna have to take a look at that sector. We're going to have to take a look at the governmental assistance sector. You know, a lot of sectors we're going to have to take a hard, good look at.
Simplifying things. He's putting in regulations that make sense. And we're Argentina overnight is experiencing a giant improvement in prosperity. But it's also a lesson for the United States, which is that Argentina used to be one of the most prosperous countries in the world. In the 30s, 40s, and because of bad government policy, it ruined the country. And if you take Venezuela, for example, Venezuela should be incredibly prosperous. They have phenomenal reserves of everything, oil, everything, and it should be prosperous. But if the government's wrong, it impoverishes the people. And so I think we should not be complacent in the United States in thinking that and taking our prosperity for granted, because if with bad government policy, we can run the country into the ground. And that's just something people should bear in mind. Don't take prosperity for granted.
Well, think of education. So we're ranked at the bottom of every list of the top 40. We're ranked number 40, number 38. Norway, Switzerland, Sweden, different countries are ranked good. Actually, China's pretty close to the top. They're a top 6 or 7. But we're ranked at the bottom, almost at the bottom, 38, 39, 40. In other words, horrible. And yet we spend more per pupil than any other country in the world. So we spend more. And what I'm going to do, one of the first acts, and this is where I need an Elon Musk. I need somebody that has a lot of strength and courage and smarts. I want to close up.
See, he pretty much, gave him the job on the spot right here. He essentially gave Elon Musk the job on the spot here.
Department of Education, move education back to the states, where states like Iowa, where states like Idaho.
Yeah, I heard Trump wants to. I heard Trump wants to get rid of the Department of Education. Did anybody hear that too? I did hear that. I didn't know that. Is that true that Donald Trump wants to dismantle the Department of Education? Think about all the departments they want to get rid of. They want to get rid of the Department of Education. RFK, he's talking about getting rid of the FDA. They're talking about removing high-ranking generals from our military. Listen, man, it's some big changes that they want to implement. There's some big changes that they want to implement here. I want to know how you guys. Let me take this time. I want to know how you guys feel about, because some of you guys are not watching what's going on. A lot of you guys are just happy that Trump is in office again. How do you guys feel with, some of the decisions that has been made, some of the people he has selected, in terms of his administration, some of the things that they want to do? I even seen a clip today. Let me play this clip. I actually did see. I think I should play this clip. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Because I did see this clip today. Trump was talking about how he wants to. It was something about censorship. Let me see if I could play this clip. See if I could find it. Give me 1 second. Did anybody see this clip with Donald Trump talking about how he wants to? It was something in regards of censorship. Give me 1 second. All right, I got the clip here. Okay. 1 second. All right, let me put it on the screen. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, it was Trump talking in regards of censorship, and I have to watch it again to see exactly. Let's watch it now.
If we don't have free speech, then we just don't have a free country. It's as simple as that. If this most fundamental right is allowed to perish, then the rest of our rights and liberties will topple, just like dominoes, one by one. They'll go down.
So I guess it's about free speech. Anybody see this clip? Drora says the Department of Education is a states' rights view. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they talk. I heard. I don't know if this is true, but I heard that Trump wants to dismantle the Department of Education. I did hear that. I did hear that. Sinclair says, I personally want trades brought back in school. That I would love to see that as well, Sinclair. I would love for them to have trades back in school. Can you imagine if we were training young kids to be electricians and plumbers and welders and stuff like that? I don't know why they ever took trades out of school. It's so sad how I don't know like what happened. I'm happy you brung that up, Sinclair. Like I don't know what happened in this nation's in our country where we started to take trades out of school. We took good paying jobs that men could make a healthy living. We took them out of school. You got these kids. What's some of the curriculums like LGBTQ history? Algebra. What else? It's a lot of curriculums in there that these kids ain't never gonna need, never gonna use. And you took the trade, you took the ability for these young, because you got to think a lot of these young men, they go to school, they're not really ready for college, and they damn sure not ready for that school loan. They damn sure ain't ready for that school loan, and they damn sure ain't ready for that. So they ain't ready for college. They're not ready to take on this loan, and you just throw them into society when you had all of these trades in school that can teach these kids fresh out of school. Think about it. Fresh out of school, fresh out of high school, you have the ability to go be a plumber, go be a welder, go be a mechanic. You have the skills. You can take that trade anywhere in the country. You can take this trade to another country. Why did they take the trades out of the schools? You got these teenage boys in home ec class. Yeah, you got these teenage boys in home ec class. All these ridiculous curriculums that they never gonna need. Never gonna need. Another curriculum that I think that they should have had in school. Not to mention trades, but they also should have had, they should be teaching kids how to do their taxes. Teach kids how to do their taxes. Put trades in the school. Like, I don't understand why we're not teaching our kids how to be adults. We're not teaching the young minds how to be adults. If you don't like my sound bites, then go somewhere else, man. Nobody's asking you to be here. Why are you here? V silly, leave. Nobody's asking you to be here. Leave, man. I don't care if you don't like my sound effects. Leave. Get out of here. What are you here for? What are you really here for, V silly? Why are you here? Can you educate me? Why are you here? I don't want you here. You don't want to be here. You don't want to hear my sound effects. Leave. You're a weirdo for even watching me. You're watching somebody that you don't even want to hear their sound effects. Leave. Get out of here. What's wrong with you? I don't understand when somebody be like, "Oh, stop doing this or stop doing that," or you're annoying. Like, bro, get out of here. Nobody's asking you to be here. I'll make it easy for you, V silly. How about I just block you? How about I block you? How about that, bro? I made it easy for you, bro. Good riddance. Nobody's asking you to be here, bro. Go somewhere. I'll never understand the ideology of that. Like literally, there's millions of channels for you to watch on YouTube, millions of things for you. You got a Netflix, you got the Amazon, you got the Hulu, you got millions of things to watch, but you're here telling me how much I'm pissing you off. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere. I'm not asking you to be here. I'm not here to talk to the dumb, deaf, and the blind. I'm not here to talk to the dumb, deaf, and blind. I'm not here to talk to you. If you don't want to be here, please leave. Don't let the door hit you on the ass. Please. Do us both a favor. Let's continue.
That's why today I'm announcing my plan to shatter the left-wing censorship regime and to
Did anybody see this video?
The right to free speech for all Americans. And reclaim is a very important word in this case because they've taken it away. In recent weeks, bombshell reports have confirmed that a sinister group of deep state bureaucrats, Silicon Valley tyrants, left-wing activists, and depraved corporate news media have been conspiring to manipulate and silence the American people. They have collaborated to suppress vital information on everything from elections.
I agree. A lot of these social media sites, a lot of these different, places that they've been doing like little things in the background, trying to, sway people or use their influence. And I agree.
To public health, the censorship cartel must be. If we don't have free speech, then we just speech as mis or did
the censorship cartel.
Information. And I will begin the process of identifying and firing every federal bureaucrat who has engaged in domestic censorship, directly or indirectly, whether they are the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Health, Human Services, the FBI, the DOJ, no matter.
He's talking about cleansing the government. He's talking about cleansing the government, cleansing out the government. Salute to El Chingo. Salute to El Chingo. He just became a member. Salute to El Chingo. Yeah, salute to him. Just gifted 5 memberships. Salute to him. Salute to El Chingo. Salute. Salute to you, sir. Salute to you, sir. Oh, a couple. Oh, it was 5. Okay, a couple people. Oh, MGTOW. Okay, got a couple people. Natasha. Salute. Yeah, gifted 5 memberships. Salute. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's get back to this video.
No matter who they are. Second, I will order the platforms out of censorship business. From now on, digital platforms should only qualify for immunity protection under Section 230 if they meet high standards of neutrality, transparency, fairness, and non-discrimination. We should require these platforms to increase their efforts to take down unlawful content such as child exploitation and promoting terrorism while dramatically curtailing their power to arbitrarily restrict lawful speech. Fourth, we need to break up the entire toxic censorship industry that has arisen under the false guise of tackling so-called myths.
Is Trump cleansing the government? From what I'm hearing, it sounds like Trump is cleansing the government. He's cleansing out the just a lot of the undesirables that have been against him for a while. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds. Cleansing out the undesirables.
And disinformation. The federal government should immediately stop funding all nonprofits and academic programs that support this authoritarian project. If any U.S. university is discovered to have engaged in censorship activities,
he's targeting the universities too,
or election interference platforms out of censorship business. From now on, digital platforms.
He's trying to cleanse the government, man. Man, sound like Trump mean business, man. Sound like Trump mean business to me. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like he mean business. Are you let me ask y'all this. Are you Kamala Harris supporters frightened? I haven't asked that question. Are you Kamala? Because a lot of you Kamala Harris supporters, a lot of you guys, like I said, you guys are licking your wounds. You guys are licking your wounds. You're caught a shellacking. You're caught a shellacking. I want to ask the Kamala Harris support, if we have any in here. A lot of you Kamala Harris support, a lot of y'all been hiding. Let's be real here. A lot of y'all have been hiding. Y'all been hiding. Some of you guys are ashamed to admit that you voted for Kamala. Like, come on. Some of you guys voted for Kamala. Hey, somebody said I'm a human supporter. Did anybody in here vote for Kamala? Please, just be honest. It's nothing to be ashamed about, bro. Did anybody vote for Kamala in here? I'm just asking a question because I just want to ask you guys a question in terms of that. Did anybody vote for Kamala? Nobody voted for Kamala in here? It was over 70 million people. We ain't got one? Okay, clockwork. Okay, salute to Clockwork Knight. Clockwork Knight says I voted for Kamala. TA Clockwork. Salute to TA Clockwork. Clockwork, are you frightened, scared about an impending Trump presidency? Are you frightened? Are you scared? TA Clockwork, are you scared? Are you frightened? I want to know. Are you frightened? About the impending Trump presidency? Are you frightened? I want to know. He says, hello, howdy, pleasure to meet you. Nice to meet you too, bro. Are you frightened? Are you scared? Are you pooping in your pants? Are you defecating on yourself? I know, are you, hold on. He says, nothing to be scared of, embarrassed for our country. What are you embarrassed about? This is your country too. What are you embarrassed about? Clockwork says there's about to be 2-minute delay between chat and where. Okay, yeah, that's true. I know about the delay. I know. I just wanted to know how you were feeling. That's all. I just want to know how you were feeling. Let's get back into the clip, though. Let's get back into what they were talking about in terms of the economy.
Not every state will do great because states that basically aren't doing good now. You look at Gavin Newsom, the governor of California. He's terrible. He does a terrible job. So
give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I got to take a phone call.
He's not going to do great with education. But of the 50, I would bet that 35 would do great, and 15 of them, or 20 of them, will be as good as Norway. Norway is considered great. You can name them. I mean, they're so good. Some of these countries are so good. But if you go into some of these really well-run states, we have states that don't know what debt is. We have states that have low taxes, no debt, everybody working. They're really well-run. Sure. And maybe they have certain advantages in terms of location, in terms of, the land or the sun and the water and the whole thing. There are a lot of advantages that some people have. But if you moved education back to the 50, you'll have some that won't do well. But they'll actually be forced to do better because it'll be a pretty bad situation. But if you think about it, you'll have some of these states. I'll bet you'd have 30, 35 states. It'll be much better. And you know what it'll cost? Less than half what it is in Washington. And these people don't care about the students in these, faraway states. And it'd be unbelievable.
Yeah. I think you're making a good point in that if the states have to if each state has to compete against other states, then people will naturally move to states where it's better.
Well, like California, as we said, it's a badly run state. I could go through. I got so many friends that are in those states, even if they're Democrats. I hate to mention certain states, but Illinois is badly run with Pritzker. He's a real loser. But some of these places are just badly run. But it's almost going to force them to run better, and they won't do it good initially. But you're not going to do worse than you're doing right now. And I would say that the cost, you would cut your cost by 50 or 60%. And you'd have a little monitor. You want to make sure they're teaching English as an example. Give us a little English, right?
Sure.
Right?
Yeah. No, but I mean, to what? I mean, some of these governors are doing so badly. I mean, they got so many people moving out of their state. They should get U-Haul Salesman of the Year award.
All right, we're
They're
back.
driving so much U-Haul.
It's actually amazing.
It's just people moving out.
Isn't it amazing to you as a businessman that they can even survive? Like Illinois, so many people are leaving, and you wonder, how do they survive?
Yeah. How do y'all feel about Donald Trump and Elon Musk? And the bromance is real. How do y'all feel about Elon Musk running your country? And maybe I should talk about the Sinclair, do you think I should talk about the 4B thing? Because I tried to get the 4B thing off yesterday. Should we talk about the 4B thing? Because because I'm kind of over the whole Elon running the country thing. Maybe we should talk about the 4B movement. Has anybody heard of the 4B movement? Sinclair, should we talk about the 4B movement? I was trying to get it out last night, but people wasn't showing no love and the likes. Maybe we should talk about the 4B movement. Yeah, man. Do we have any men in here? Because I want to talk to you guys about the 4B movement. I do want to talk about the 4B movement, man. I do want to. It was an interesting topic. Nah, yo, Jadero, what's good? Salute to Jadero. Yeah, the 4B movement. Now, it's totally unrelated to the economy and whatnot, but the 4B movement, pretty much, liberal women, Democratic women are, upset about this, election. They're very mad about the Donald Trump winning the election, so they are rebelling against the men that have voted for him. The 4B movement is a radicalized left-wing movement where they're denying men sex, they're denying men marriage, they're denying men dating. They're not going to date men, and they're not going to have children with men. It's called the 4B movement. It started in South Korea. Has anyone heard of the 4B movement? Maybe you guys can educate me. Maybe you guys can educate me on the 4B movement. Let me find this video before because I wanted to talk about this thing yesterday, but people wasn't in the building. Yeah, because I'm kind of over the whole Elon Musk. I mean, if you guys trust Elon Musk to run the country's finances, you guys are crazy. I shouldn't have to break that down why that's a bad idea. You want a billionaire, a 1%er, a guy who's a cutthroat businessman. You want him to control your nation's finances. If you guys trust billionaires to run this country, we're screwed. And it looks like you guys trust. You trust him. You trust Elon Musk to run the country. So I mean, if that's the case, then it's pretty much cut and dry. Pretty much cut and dry in terms of that. But I do want to talk about this 4B movement. Give me a second though, because I'm trying to find. Give me 1 second, because I'm trying to find the video. Let me see if I can find the clip, because there's so many. Where is this stuff? Where is it? It's a particular video. I had a bunch of them lined up, but I don't have it on my screen right now. Give me 1 second. All right, let me play this clip Let me play this clip, and then I'm gonna try to find the other clips that I found in terms of the 4B movement. Give me 1 second. 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 All right. Nah, all right. Give me 1 second. All right.
Are you a sophisticated
1 second.
man who
Let me
likes to
try to
take
figure this
care
out
of your
right here.
sophisticated beard?
Oh, what the hell?
Head over to
What the hell
badass
happened?
beard.
Oh. Damn, what the hell? All right. All right, there we go. Now this is a woman from the 4B movement. I just want to take a look at this video. I want to know what you guys think in terms of this topic right here, the 4B movement. Again, the 4B movement is a movement where, you know, liberal women, they said that they are no longer going to date men, they are no longer going to have children with men, no longer going to have sex with them and have marriages with them. They are denying men access to them because of the results of the election. Let me know what you guys think of this. Yo, give me 1 second. Let me turn this up. Hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Here we go.
Like, I full on removed myself from Hinge, Bumble. Like,
this woman has removed herself from Hinge and Bumble. How do you men eat your heart out, men? Eat your heart out. You have been rejected by this woman. Now, I'm not going to comment on this woman's appearance. But I want you men to eat your heart out. A lot of you guys will be sobbing in your pillows tonight because this woman has removed herself from Bumble. A lot of you guys will be crying tonight because she has removed herself from Hinge. She is upset because of the election results, and listen, she's taking it out on you men. Let's continue.
Like, I full on removed myself from Hinge, Bumble.
Bumble, there you
go. I didn't even think twice about it. There's no way I am letting any man near me.
She is not letting any man near her. You men will not get access to that woman. A lot of you guys are crying in your pillows tonight. I know you're hurt. I know your heart is heavy because she has rejected you. Hey, Farden. That was Sinclair's joke last night. Don't try to take Sinclair's joke. That was Sinclair's joke last night. I remember when Sinclair said that. Sinclair definitely said that. She said that first.
Am going to abstain.
Here go another woman. Now listen. Now I know you guys were cracking on the first girl. I know you guys were cracking, but let's not remember something. Influence is the greatest power. Okay, you might have a few girls that are not, to your liking that are part of this movement, but those girls that you don't find attractive, they could influence some girls that you do find attractive, some girls that, that want to be with men, and they could influence those attractive women to say, you know what, we want to be a part of this too. Remember, influence is the greatest power. Let's get back into it.
From schmecks with men. And funny enough, I actually just broke up with my boyfriend.
Look, women are shaving their heads. Women are shaving their heads in rebellion. They're saying, we're not going to be pretty. No, we're not going to look good. No, we're not going to get our nails done. We're going to shave off all of our heads. In pure rebellion to men and, them, voting for Donald Trump. Should you men be worried? Listen, now, like I have to keep saying it. Listen. Influence is the greatest power. It's the greatest power on this planet. If feminists and liberal women, if they can influence young women and attractive women to say, you know what, We want to be 4B. We are denying men access to us. We're not going to have their children. We're not going to get married. We're not going to have relations with them. If they could influence those girls, because I think you guys are a little too focused on the first girl. I know you guys are brokenhearted because she removed herself from Hinge. I know you guys are brokenhearted. I get it. But I mean, you have to think about what, you know, if this movement gains traction, if this movement could this movement could gain traction in America.
Ain't no way in hell I'm leaving my man.
And this is a sensible woman right here.
I'm not here to judge anybody doing this 4B movement, but telling people to divorce their husbands is crazy.
And that's another thing that you know, in terms of women joining this 4B movement, another thing that you know, because women are adopting it in America, but they don't understand that the societal norms in South Korea are a lot different. Not a lot of single mothers in South Korea. Women in South Korea are held to a different standard in their country. So, you know, I think that, you know, the women, you know, the few women that are adopting this movement, I don't think they fully understand or grasp why the women in South Korea, you know, adopted this movement. Yeah, but I just want to see what you guys thought. So, what do you guys think? You know, you got a little crash course on the 4B movement, and you heard the women. What do you guys think about the 4B movement? Do you think that is something that American men should be worried about? But somebody, hold on, give me one second. What the hell is this? What is this though, Jadero? Jadero just sent me a text. What is this though? I don't know what this is. What is this? Hold on, give me 1 second. What is this? A song? What is this, bro? La Sistra? Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all, man. Damn. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to look something up. This might be a throwaway show tonight. I don't know what I'm looking up here. What is this, bro? What is this? A book? What is this? La Sistra? Jadero just sent me La Sistrata. La Sistrata. La Sistrata. What is this, though? You know, educate us on what this is, Jadero, because I don't know what this is. You're telling... Oh, my fault. My fault, y'all. Yeah, educate us on what this is, bro. I don't know what this is. What is this? What is this? You know, educate us. And what should I play? I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a look at this later, cause I don't know exactly. Let me look it up on Google. Hold on, give me 1 second. Look it up on Google. This might be a throwaway show, y'all, cause I don't got things in order today. I'm just kind of. Jadero says women stop having sex with men so they could have peace in the world. Essentially, that's what that is. Essentially, that's what it is. Oh, it's like it's an ancient Greek comedy. Wait a minute. Isn't this what that Spike Lee movie was about? Right? Isn't that what was that Spike Lee movie called? What was that Spike Lee movie called? I forgot that. It's like a movie that was based off of some type of Greek thing. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's what that Spike Lee movie was based off of. That's what that Spike. I forgot the name of that Spike Lee movie. That's what that was. Yeah, like where women were denying men access to them, and yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's in a sense, it is the same. Yeah, Chirac. There you go. Yeah, Chirac. Yeah. That's what that movie was based off of. It was based off of this comedy. That's a fact. Yeah. Yeah, essentially it's kind of the same. Yeah, it's kind of the same. But they saying that this is coming from South Korea though. They said that this philosophy is coming from South Korea. It's a movement that started in South Korea. But yeah, you're right. It is essentially the same thing. It's essentially the same. But how do you men feel about that? How do you guys feel about being denied access to women because of the election? How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys feel that this will be a movement that will gain traction? You know, to be honest with you, a lot of men are adopting the passport bro stuff, man. They're not even focused. I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of men, they're done with American women. I'm not saying all men, and I don't necessarily adopt the passport bros philosophy, but I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of men, they're done with American women. They're going to these different places, you know. They're going to the Colombias, they're going to the DRs, they're going to, you know, a lot of different places in America. Not different places in the world, and they're not worried about Americanized women. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So listen, you know, let's say if this 4B movement did gain traction. I mean, that ain't gonna stop women. That ain't gonna stop men from getting a passport and getting out of here and finding women that's not down with this whatever this 4B movement is. That ain't gonna stop them from getting on a plane. First thing smoking out of here. Sinclair says it'll be over by Valentine's Day. Yeah, we got any passport bros in here? Somebody says, yeah, those Latinas are something special. Don't sleep, fellas. I'm going to be honest, man. They are. Ever since I left Mexico, I can't stop thinking about this girl from... I don't want to even talk about it. I don't... But yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. But a lot of American men, they're not focused on Americanized women, man. So I don't know if this 4B movement would really I don't really think, you know. I kind of agree with Sinclair. I think it would be over by Valentine's Day. Yeah, man. So I don't know 4B, but I know triple B. What the hell? Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, I went off topic with that. Maybe I kind of went off a topic. This is probably gonna be a throwaway show anyway. But yeah, man. 4B movement, man. How do y'all feel about the 4B? A lot of y'all not really talking about, you know, how y'all. I mean, I want to hear from the men. I heard Sinclair talk about it. I heard you know, Jadero, he gave me he showed me the thing that was in relation to that. I want to know from, you know, a lot of you other men in there, how do y'all feel about the 4B movement? You know, if women were to, you know, have a grassroots movement, I want to hear from the men. And if they were to say, we're denying men access to our bodies, we're no longer sleeping with you. You know, we're no longer having your children. We're no longer having your babies. I want to know how you men would feel. You know? I told you what 4B is. 4B is a movement. I'll break it down again. 4B is a movement that started in South Korea. South Korea, right? The women in South Korea were feeling devalued. So they started a movement that was called 4B movement. The 4Bs. These are the 4Bs. No relations with men, no marriage to men, no having children with men, and no dating men. They said we're cutting men off. We don't want no parts of them because we want peace in our lives and we feel devalued by the men in our country. This is the movement that started in South Korea. Now, I'm saying that the women in America are adopting this 4B movement. some women, liberal women mostly, adopting this 4B movement. How would you men feel if westernized women, Americanized women adopted this movement? This is my question to you guys. You know? I just wanted to know, man. Somebody says the big-bellied bad bitch. Oh my goodness, man. Can we have one night where we have an intellectual conversation here? Just one night where we have an intellectual conversation. Well, listen, if you guys don't have nothing to say about that, then we'll just move on. Listen. It's getting kind of late. What time is it? I've been on here for a hot minute. This is probably like a throwaway show anyway. I just want to talk a little bit about, Elon running the country's economy. I just want to talk about that a little bit. With that being said, listen, I think I'm gonna roll out. What time is it? Yeah, it's like 1:40. I've been on here for an hour and 40 minutes. I'm gonna roll out. I want to give a salute to all the mods. Salute to Sinclair. Salute to Rick Slick. Salute to Jadero. Salute to all the mods. Salute to all my members. If this is your first time here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, this show is a little all over the place. Next time we'll try to have a little bit more airtight. But with that being said, you guys have a good night. You guys have a productive week. Hope you guys have been enlightened as well as entertained. I am your host, True and Living. Hey, some of you guys are so juvenile, man. We out of here, though. We out of here. Y'all guys have a good night, man. We out.